What's up guys, and welcome back to Software and Audio Solutions. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is here, and obviously it's the next phase of it for the beta version. So obviously don't expect much from this game. Number one, don't expect much. Don't change settings and be like, yo dude, your settings isn't helping me, or whatever the case might be. But I can give you the best settings right now for beta, just in general, so you can have a smooth gameplay experience for every single person out there. It doesn't matter if you're running a low-end machine, medium-end machine to a high-end machine to a nuclear fucking launching missile machine. It doesn't matter. Just follow my guidelines from the beginning to the end of this video and you should be good to go. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing of, like, Windows settings and all those things, because this is beta. They are obviously going to change a lot of things in this game before it gets fully released. So this is just my settings overall for the beta version, so that you guys can run a smooth gameplay experience. Now, as you can see, I'm doing about 120 FPS in the lobby. That's just normal in general. I mean, for Modern Warfare 3, I was also doing about the same FPS, but when I get into the game, I do about 300 to 400 FPS, depending on the GPU that you have, and depending on obviously the machine that you have that you're running. So right now, this very moment, with the display settings, I highly recommend that if you are running just a native screen, like let's just say you're running one screen and it is a monitor, I would highly recommend you go with full screen exclusive over here. And if you are running multiple screens like me, then you go with full screen borderless. Now, you can also get away with going with full screen exclusive if you have multiple screens. You can get away with it. A lot of people do get away with it. I don't, unfortunately. I actually see like stuttering happening in my game, and I can actually feel the feedback while I'm using my mouse and my keyboard. I can actually feel it. So I do keep my game at full screen borderless, because I'm using multiple screens. So this is one thing I highly suggest you go ahead and change immediately if you are running multiple screens, or if you're running one screen. Right now, at this very moment, most people are just running one screen if they're just playing the game alone. If they're running Discord and stuff like that, they might have a secondary screen. Then I would recommend you use this one over here. But for most people out there, I would recommend full screen exclusive for the best experience overall. Just go with full screen exclusive. All right, let's jump over to the next step. That's very, very important in this game. Just in general, it's quite important to change for Black Ops 6. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this one over here, a lot of people do keep this at automatic, and what it does is it will actually fuck around with your FPS, especially with the beta version. I have tested this out myself. I would recommend, even if you are running like a ultra wide screen, or running the best of monitors, like like a Odyssey, or whatever the case might fucking be, just go with a 16:9. The game just runs much better. It feels better. The response time feels a little bit different to you running it at automatic. But if you feel that, hey, okay, my game's running like a little bit of like shit on this setting, then just go with automatic. If you do own, let's just say, a gaming monitor that's very expensive and it's like an ultra wide Samsung Odyssey or some bullshit, then yeah, go with automatic over here. But I do recommend, for most people out there that's playing this game right now, this very moment, go with 16:9 like me, and you should have a smooth gameplay experience. Go with this option over here. Right now, this very moment, I do use this option. It gives more gamma in the game. Just in general, the colors pop more with this one over here. But like I said, if you have a normal screen, let's just say you have a normal monitor, it's not a gaming monitor or anything like that, it's just a normal ass monitor, go with CPU RGB. I don't know what the fuck, why they wanted to call it CPU RGB. They could have just called it like monitor and then fucking TV, but whatever. This is, I don't know. Like I said, Activision smokes a lot of fucking crack when they make games, because this game literally feels like Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2. It literally feels like Black Ops 2 with Omni movement. Just add it into the fucking game. But whatever, I'm not going to get into that. You guys are here for the best settings right now at this very moment. So I'm going to try and not make this video too long. All right. So I use this one over here, like I said, for better visuals in the game, so the game pops a little bit and stuff like that. Okay, shader preloading, we need to come back to this afterwards. We don't click on this yet. Once we're done with everything, we're going to click on that. All right, display gamma, I have mine at 2.4. Yet again, it makes the game pop a lot. If you have a normal monitor, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, a normal monitor would be like, it's not a gaming monitor, doesn't have RGB at the back, or it's not very expensive, or whatever the case might be, go with 2.2. If you want to go 2.4, you can do this, and I run it like this, and it just makes my game feel a little bit better, and the colors pop a little bit more in general in this game. Now, the brightness is your own personal preference, but I would put it between 55 and 60%. Do not have it as defaults, which is 50%. Do not have it there. Okay. Now, video reflex low latency will automatically on your machine either be on, like this, or mine doesn't even want to select because I have a 4070 Super, and I'll show you the settings I'm about to show you right now that I'm going to show you, okay? But if you can change this, don't. Rather leave it at what it's giving you once you launch this game. So if it's on plus boost, leave it there. If it's on, leave it there. If it's off, most likely it wouldn't be off. I don't think no one in my comment section would be like, yo, dude, mine was off. It shouldn't be off. It should either be on or on plus boost, because what that is doing is if you have a better CPU than a GPU, then it will be on one of these options, or if you have a better GPU than a CPU, then it will be on one of these options. You get my point, right? One of them are always better than one another, so you'll always have a bottleneck. It doesn't matter if you buy the best of computer parts ever that's out there that you can buy right now, there will always be a bottleneck happening, either with your GPU, your CPU, or your RAM, or even your C drive. There will always be a bottleneck. You cannot get rid of bottlenecking, okay? So this will obviously be on something for you for a reason. So leave it where it is. Mine's on, so I leave it on. Okay. Eco mode preset, custom. I leave it here. Please just leave this a custom. Do not choose any of these. Just leave it a custom. VSync gameplay. The only reason why you would actually select this and go to 100 is to cap your FPS to the refresh rate of your monitor. So let's just say you have a, I don't know, 120, 122, 140, 160, 144, whatever the case might be, hertz refresh rate monitor, you're going to cap your FPS to that refresh rate. So you want to stick to your refresh rate of your monitor. Now, I don't do that. I leave it on off, so I do unlimited frames, and I just leave it like that. And then also my menus, I also leave off, so I do unlimited frames constantly. When I'm in the menus, while I'm playing the game, I do unlimited frames. And then I also have this custom frame rate limit on unlimited, not custom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to make an example for you. If you customize this yourself and you come to show more over here, you put your gameplay custom frame rate limit to the refresh rate of your monitor. Now, a lot of people out there on YouTube computers and stuff like that, they're not going to know what to put this on because they don't know the fucking refresh rate of their monitor. So what I would do is inside here, just in general, is leave it at 300 like this. You go to your menus refresh rate, okay? I would put this at like 60, like that. And then this out of focus, so when you're on your other screens or you minimize your game and stuff like that, put this at 30. If you want to customize your own personal things, you can have it custom. It's your own personal preference. Now, my personal preference is having this unlimited and doing unlimited frames all the time. While I'm in game, while I'm minimized out of the game, I still do unlimited FPS. So while I'm in the menus, while I'm playing the game, while I'm out of the game, it doesn't matter. I do unlimited FPS all the time. Cannot hurt your machine. Trust me, it cannot. All right, menu render resolution, native. Leave this at native. It is your native resolution. So just leave it at native. Pause game rendering, completely off. And then focus mode, off. Just leave it completely off, all right? And then you're going to apply these settings like this, and you're going to come to quality over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are in the quality tab right now, and I'm playing my game at a custom settings. I'm playing my game at 200 resolution rate. So I'm playing my game currently at 4K, okay? As you can see, with Fidelity FX Cache. Then you get dynamic resolution. Now, a lot of people have said, like, oh, dude, I can't put this off. I don't know why, and all this bullshit. You can actually put this off by customizing this. So let's just do this. I'm just going to put this on 100. Then you'll see I'm playing at 1080p, okay? I don't like how my game looks, and my GPU is actually a 1440p card, and it's also capable of doing 4K perfectly fine because it's a 4070 Super, and it runs it perfectly fine with my 14700K, so I run it at 200 over here. But for most people out there, I would suggest this to be on 100 like this, and just press enter and leave it at your resolution that it suggests you to be on. You're going to leave this like this, and you should be good to go. Right now, when it comes to the upscaling and sharpening, I highly recommend that you just use, in general, Fidelity FX Cache, number 1. Number 2, either AMD FSR 3.0. And as you can see here on the right-hand side, Fidelity FX Cache actually eats less VRAM. When I go up, it eats a little bit more of VRAM on my GPU. A slight bit. A very tiny bit, but it will give me more FPS in this game. And I can show you that just by clicking on this and applying it into the menus. So I'm doing about 130 FPS. So I'll apply these settings and I'll just say confirm, and I'll just show you. So now I'm almost doing 200 FPS. As you can see, just by changing to AMD FSR 3.0, it does give you the more FPS that you want. So the more FPS you want, and you don't care much how the game looks, because the game will still look perfectly fine to you with this AMD FSR 3.0, then you come over here, put this at ultra quality, put frame generation on. Even if you on an NVIDIA card, put in frame generation on. Put it on. Ladies and gentlemen, AMD frame generation, put it on. Yes, I know it's AI created frames. I do know this. If you feel that the game is giving you like, I don't know, let's just say you see 500 FPS, but you feel like you're playing on 100, 120, then you just turn this off and you'll actually do the FPS that you're currently doing. And let me just apply this so I can actually show you. So I'll apply it. So there goes, it literally just went back to the FPS I was looking at in the first place with frame generation off. But I would rather turn it on, ladies and gentlemen. There is no like stuttering happening while this is on, while I'm playing Black Ops 6 in beta or anything like that. So I would suggest you put this on at this very moment and then go with ultra quality here so the game looks really good at AMD FSR 3.0. Or you can go to native and it will do the native resolution of your monitor. So 1080p, 1440p, 4K. You get my point. Okay. VRAM target scale. This is always on 80%. Do not listen to people that tell you that you need to push this to 90. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not need to push this to 90. Okay? I mean, I know people that is running 4090s and they still have this at 80%. And I showed them this settings, my clients of mine. I showed them and I said, listen, put this at 80, don't put it at 90. You'll have a better gameplay experience even with your beast of a graphics card. Put it at 80%, not fucking 90%. And my clients are very satisfied with my work. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want me to personalize your settings for you or optimize your windows for you or your game's crashing or whatever the case might be, you can just hit me up on the email over here. I'll put my email over here for you guys. You can just pop me an email over there. I do charge a service fee. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully. I charge a service fee to do these things, okay? I don't do it for free because it takes time and effort out of me to physically get your email, then add you onto Discord, then go into a Discord call, then basically stream your fucking screen to me, and I can basically like give you windows, do settings for you, upgrade things for you, whatever the case might be that you want to do, you know, like personalized talking with me and all that. Email me and we can take it from there, basically. All right, you can just email me right there and we should be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, cool. Now, another thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I have been away for a little while. Yes, I have. My best friend's birthday was the end of last month, and the whole of the month it was kind of killing me because he passed away, and it is literally killing me. He passed away last year, and it just felt very weird celebrating his birthday, not him being here. So I took a little bit of a break just to, you know, keep my mind occupied, even though my gaming keeps my mind occupied as much as possible. But yeah, I think I needed it as a little of a break. But yeah, anyways, shout out to my homie Sean. I love him to bits, and I wish he was here. I wish he could, you know, I wish you could see like where I am right now with my YouTube and my community that I've built with Call of Duty and everything, and the people that is so respectful and that loves my videos, that literally emails me to tell me like, yo dude, can you please do a Black Ops 6 FPS boost guy, because everyone needs you, where are you, you know, and shit like that. And I appreciate you guys so much. I mean, smash the motherfucking like button, ladies and gentlemen, if you know that I'm gonna give you settings right now and you know that your game's gonna run much better than what it already is running. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you feel that, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, smash the like button, leave a comment down below, and yeah, leave a super thanks. It would really mean a lot to me. Honestly, I haven't been on YouTube doing videos, so I actually haven't been working, to be honest with you. I've just been kind of depressed because of my friend. Sorry for the yapping and fucking going on and skinning off topic here, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, I just wanted to explain why I was away for a little while. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, just keep this at 80% always, and it does not matter if you are running a lower end graphics card. When you are running a lower end graphics card in general, let's just say like you're running a 1080 or 1070 and stuff like that, and you cannot afford newer generation graphics cards, there's a lot of people out there that can't. I was one of them. So you can just literally then go to 60 over here and then just press enter and apply these settings with AMD FSR 3.0. No, ladies and gentlemen, do not use 1.0. It's absolutely absolute dog shit. It runs like shit. AMD FSR 3.0 is the best right now at this very moment. Fidelity FS Cache even better. And then you can choose what you want up here, like I said, what resolution you want to play it at. And then NVIDIA DLSS is really, really good for NVIDIA cards. I do suggest it as well, but you do get a slight blur on the left and right hand side of your screen while you're running. So obviously you do not stand dead still in the fucking game. So yeah, you do get a little blur. So there's always a sacrifice somewhere. Now the sacrifices don't happen when you use AMD FSR 3.0 and if you use Fidelity FS Cache. Okay. So now, like I said before, 80 is your best bet right here. But if you have a lower end graphics card, go with 60 over there. This one over here, you're going to have at off NVIDIA DLSS frame generation. This you are not going to enable unless you are using NVIDIA stuff like NVIDIA DLSS. NVIDIA DLAA is basically just just bullshit. Throw it away. Don't use this option. You can use this as well and then put frame generation on. Obviously, anything to do with NVIDIA over here, you can go ahead and put NVIDIA's DLSS frame generation on. But if you're using AMD FSR 3.0 on an NVIDIA card like me, on an NVIDIA card, you can have frame generation on for AMD. Go ahead and do it, even though you have an NVIDIA card in your PCI Express slot, basically in your graphics card slot. Go ahead and put this on. Makes the game much better, makes the game just run smoother overall. Okay, you're going to come to texture resolution. I highly recommend right now at this very moment because it is beta, okay? So don't expect much. The game's kind of fucked in weird ways, in its own ways. It's beta. It's not fully released. It's not fully developed. So I can't give you the full-on best settings. Once this game's completely released, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I will then give you the best settings for the fucking full game. I will be doing a video on that. So make sure you subscribe if you are new here. If you feel that my work did you well or my video did you well and you see more FPS and your game runs better. For most people out here playing this game right now at this very moment, go with normal. To be honest with you, right now with this over here as well, the texture filter anisotropic, you can go with normal as well. You do not need to go with high unless you have a high-end machine. I'm running a 4070 Super and a 14700K, so I leave mine at high like this and my game runs perfectly fine and I do decent amount of FPS. But like I said, the lower your graphics card is, go with normal like this. Don't go to very low. You are going to ruin how your game looks. And you're going to tear out your own fucking eyes, or you're going to pick up a cat to scratch your eyes out for you. Please do not put this at very low. The game's going to look like absolute dog shit. So either normal or high if your game can handle it, or your machine can handle the fucking game. Let me put it that way. All right? So I have mine at high over here, and I have mine at high over here. Depth of field, who the fuck plays with this? Turn it the fuck off. Nearby level of detail, low. Particle resolution, very low. Bullet impacts you can put on. Your effects, turn it the fuck off. You do not need to see the effects because while this option's off, you will still see the effects in the game. Now, all this does is it eats FPS and hogs it. So turn it the fuck off. You don't need it. All right. Shader quality. No, there isn't anything like it where you need to put this on high because your gun looks like shit. Or you need to put this on high because the swimming pool, you can't see inside of it or some bullshit. There's a lot of comments going around about that. That's dog shit. Don't listen to people that's telling you that. Put this at low. It will still look exactly the fucking same. I've tested this myself. Leave it at low and it's perfectly fine. On-demand texture streaming, a lot of people are complaining about this because you cannot turn this off right now. Okay? There's no off button. Okay? So minimal, put it at minimal. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be fine. Okay? Just do not put it on this. Put it at minimal and you should be good to go. There is a show more option. All of these, just leave it as is, okay? The download limits at off, and then this at 32, and minimal like this. Leave it like that, and you are good to go. Local texture streaming quality at normal, and now we're going to come to shadow and lighting. Now, shadow and lighting plays a very big role on every single Call of Duty out there in general, and I would highly recommend you to either turn everything to its lowest or completely off. So, the first one, shadow quality, very low. Screen space shadows, off. Screen space ambient lighting, off. Then you're going to come to screen space reflections, off. Static reflection quality at low. Okay? Then you're going to come to the environment, which is tessellation, completely off. You do not need it. Volumetric quality, low. Your physics quality, off. Weather grid volumes, off. It's not raining in the fucking game. Turn it the fuck off. Alright? Unless you're playing a single player fucking game, then I would understand for you to turn all of these things on, and you have a beast of a machine, and you're playing like a full-on single player game, but you are currently not. If the single player version comes out, then you can change the settings as much as you want. But this is multiplayer, ladies and gentlemen. This is for a multiplayer experience and a competitive settings, basically. let's get to that. All right. So water quality off, ladies and gentlemen. There's no difference between it being off, water caustics, wave wetness, and all. Leave it the fuck off. You do not need it in this game. Okay. And then you apply these settings like that. Once you're done with that, you're going to come to your view settings over here, and these are your own personal preference, ladies and gentlemen. I can't tell you what to do here. I really can't. But one thing I do suggest is turn this off, and then turn this on. Inverted flash is actually a very good thing to have in this game, because when you get flashbanged, you don't go completely blind, because you are not completely flashbanged fucked up like it looks like a flashbang came through your monitor and landed on your table. It's actually black. It's actually a very good feature that they added into this game a little while back. Use it if you really want to. Go ahead and use it, but it's your own personal preference. Now, something that we can come to is interface over here, and then we can go to the settings inside here. You can have your hit markers on, damage-based hit markers. You have all of these things inside here. Obviously, you have your radar. You have all of these things. It's your own personal preference. I can't tell you yet again what to do here, but you can come into global over here and have this on. You come to telemetry, and then you say all on like this. Then if you're not running something like this, like me, MSR Afterburner, you can at least see your stuff up here like that, right? And you should be good to go. Go ahead and turn that on over there. You should be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. These two things, always have them on, so you can actually see if you're getting network errors and stuff like that, or packet loss, or alert icons just in general. Turn them on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up there, as you can see, these things are like your FPS and your GPU timing, your CPU timing, all that kind of stuff, your clock speeds and stuff like that. You can actually change the size of this from default to large, so it becomes a little bit bigger. And I would suggest the default. It just looks a little bit better in general. But yeah, so you can have this, and then obviously you have your skip introduction movie, turn it on, tutorials, turn it on, so if you want it or not, literally, yet again, it's your own personal preference. You're going to come inside here, and then you can go ahead and go over these things over here. Yet again, it's your own personal preference. But then we're going to come to this, where it's color customization. Okay, now, you can change these things to my ones as you want it, or you can change it to your own personal preference. Okay, so your enemy, I have my enemy as a magenta pink color. So you go to make a custom color, then you apply the custom color. Then your enemies are literally magenta pink. It's very hard to miss a magenta pink color. It's super hard to miss, especially with your eyes. Red, I know a lot of people play the game with red enemies. I do know this because it's default color. But, yet again, personal preference. But magenta pink stands out way more than fucking red, by the way. But anyway, so it's your own personal preference. Just make sure that you have your team and your party the same color. You can change to whatever color you want it to be. You're going to come to color filter, have this at 2. Have this at both, not on world, not on interface, on both. Have this at 100%, this at 100%. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to the most important step you're going to need to take inside this game for the settings to apply. Is this right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to come inside here where it says display settings, and you're going to come on restart shader preloading. You're going to click on this, and you're going to say restart. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to click on this and then restart your game. Then once you have restarted your game, let's say you're playing it through Battle.net or Steam or wherever you're playing it through, ladies and gentlemen, once you click restart, restart your game completely, restart your Battle.net completely, restart your Steam as well, just in general, wherever you're playing it through, restart the program as well. Then come back into the game. Then once your game launches, all right, at the top left corner here, it's going to say installing shaders. Then just click anywhere on your screen. So just like a click, right? Just like a click. Anywhere on your screen, and then the shaders are going to start installing. Once it's done installing, ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, my voice is cracked at the weirdest moment. Anyways, like, once the shaders are, like, completely installed to 100%, then leave me a comment. Be like, yo, dude, this actually worked, or yo, dude, it didn't work, or yo, dude, thank you for the settings. And then you smash the like button if it worked for you. Leave a comment down below. Don't fucking, like, you know, start leaving comments as you start watching my video and be like, yo, dude, what's up? Or like, first, or yeah, I get it, that's cool. But don't be like, yo, dude, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, fucking watch my entire video before you leave a comment, please. For the love of fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Like, honestly. Please. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if this worked for you, smash that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the new channel if you're new here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'll always be here to help you guys out as best I can. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beta version. It is still basically like being developed as we are playing it. It's being tweaked. It's being like told what's wrong, what we shouldn't be doing, what we can be doing, and blah, 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 blah. So, ladies and gentlemen, take it with like a grain of salt. the settings I just gave you right now will be perfect for the game for now until the game gets completely released. Have these settings like this, and you should be good to go. I can promise you that. As always, ladies and gentlemen, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and peace out.